How did that one kid at your school pass away? 1. The school had recently made a rule that food couldn't be taken out of the cafeteria. He stuffed the entire cheeseburger into his mouth and started walking out into the halls. He made it about 30 feet before falling over Big Guy. The only person who could even attempt the Heimlich maneuver was the weightlifting coach. It wasn't enough sad stuff. 2. There were 3 in this case. All of them were very good friends. One of them had just passed his driving test, and he picked up his mates to go for a drive to celebrate. They were driving the car at night down a country road. Here in the UK, there are many roads that are very narrow and winding. This road was one of them. They sped up to overtake a car, and as they were turning the corner immediately after, they went headfirst into a tractor coming the other way. All 3 passed instantly. None of them had been under the influence. They weren't tired. Was a combination of a lack of experience from the driver and impatience to overtake the car. It was reckless driving, but that mistake cost the lives of 3 17-year-olds. I wasn't friends with them, but I had no issues with any of them. It shook everyone at the school and other schools too, as they were pretty popular. The driver's parents saved the car and used it to go around schools in the area to promote safe driving and teach kids to be careful on the roads when they passed their tests. The car was mangled so much it was scary. There was no hope for any of them. 3. A friend of mine had a seizure in the lunch line, and the admin wouldn't call 911 until they got a hold of the parents. This was 2001, so cell phones weren't exactly a thing yet. She passed while we all watched 4 in first grade. A classmate of mine was riding her bike on a wet road, slipped and fell into a creek. The friend she was with had to go find help, and it took a while to get her out. She passed away a few days later in the hospital. 5. Another boy got home from school, stated that he wasn't feeling well, and went to take a nap. His parents checked on him in the evening and decided to let him sleep it off. They tried to wake him up for school the next morning, and he had passed in his sleep. It turned out he had meningitis. He found out it was the wrong classroom he was waiting at, and so he was running late for an important test. He ran down the stairs and tripped down the stairs first, hitting his head on the railing, causing him to break his neck. Since he was running late, and it was a test week. He laid there for 20 minutes before anyone found out. Rest in peace. Joey 7, he worked at a truck stop, and the soda machine would give you free sodas if you tipped. It fell over on him and crushed him. A nice, popular 16-year-old kid. I think all soda machines have to be bolted down here now. 8. He starved to death in class. He came in, laid his head down on his desk, and just passed. The teacher thought he was asleep and didn't try to rouse him during class. His girlfriend was the one who figured it out after the bell rang and couldn't wake him. We all knew he was thin and underfed and had a hard life at home, but the empty desk for the rest of the year was difficult to look at. 9. He was sparring/slap boxing with a friend of his. The friend put him in a chokehold. He tapped out, but the friend didn't let go, and he passed. 10. A kid in our high school was in a boating accident with another boat at night. Both the kid from high school and the 40-something-year-old guy he hit passed to it was all over the news. The 17-year-old from high school was getting painted as some reckless kid. 11. She was thrown off a horse. 12 OD, unfortunately.